Hi guys, it's me, the Witch of Boise, here to do another episode of Ask Witch Boise. Very exciting. Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below. Tell me if any of this resonates with you. All of your likes, comments, and subscriptions help build my channel, helps get me into the algorithm to spread the love and joy of Witch of Boise. So I thank you so much for doing all three of those. So what Ask Witch of Boise is if you're on my Instagram, my handle is Witch of Boise, all one word, and I will post randomly in my stories to ask a question to me. I write them all down, put them in our little bucket, so we have all of those, and it's just pretty much luck of the draw. So we're gonna pick a question, and then we're gonna do a reading on it. Okay, got my question. Thank you, Pumpkin. Okay, so this is an interesting question. Should I try for a relationship right now, or is holding off for a minute a good thing? That's a really good question. So I'm kind of already getting like an energy read too off of it, where it is like that in limbo. And I think everyone's been kind of feeling it, where it's like, I'm done being in quarantine, I'm done being alone, but we also have this beautiful energy work that we are all doing as a collective, and it's really inspiring and beautiful. But anytime that you're doing that, it brings out kind of the negative aspects of ourselves, especially when it's dealing with really sensitive subjects and things that you feel like you're walking on eggshells. So it's a really interesting energy, and I totally am vibing with this right now. So should this person try for a relationship right now, or is holding off for a minute a good thing? Okay. So we have 5 cards down. What I'm going to do is shuffle this one more time, and then I'm just going to cut this stack as the clarifiers. And okay, put that aside. So our first card is the 3 of Pentacles, and that's being clarified by the Moon in reverse. Okay. Then we have the Hermit in reverse, and that's being clarified by the Knight of Swords in reverse. Then we have the 2 of Swords. Very much this energy that's going on right now, and that's being clarified by the High Priestess in reverse. Then we have the 6 of Swords, and that's being clarified by the 4 of Cups in reverse. And then we have the Fool, and that's being clarified by the 8 of Cups in reverse. So right off the bat, there is this like energy that's, I'm ready to start new. I'm ready to begin a new chapter. I'm ready to move on from the past. But it looks like that there is still some work that needs to be done. So with that Hermit in reverse, there's a blockage that's a spiritual blockage that's happening right now for you. And it feels like it's been going there for some time with that Knight of Swords. Now, this can be something where you might have low self-esteem on something. What I'm actually getting on is that your past relationship, and this can be something that was like your last relationship, but this can be many, many before. But with the 3 of Pentacles, what that tells me whenever you see kind of 3s in relationship readings is that this can be a third party thing. So there was some sort of infidelity that happened, or a third party that was getting into your relationship that did not help things. It actually made you become distrustful and kind of gave you some emotional baggage, which is what this hermit is trying to get over, is trying to find that light in order to, what is the key to releasing this energy in order to get and move on without having this energy. So this is a really cool kind of vibe in that sense, because it's wanting to move forward, but there is work that needs to be done. So I feel like with the Three of Pentacles being clarified by the moon in reverse, that there is something that is not, that seemed like a mystery, and perhaps this is what that blockage is as well. And maybe it's coming to light right as we speak, where something that happened in the past that had to deal with another person in a relationship made you kind of get into that emotional blockage. But things are starting to clear up on this situation to kind of see, okay, maybe this is what my problem is. Maybe this is my issue moving forward. Or it can be something that maybe you overreacted, in the sense of maybe that there was a friend that was there that got into your business, and maybe it was something where it was a blessing that that relationship ended because your friend intervened, or something that's like that. So something is really coming into light with that, where it might be even like, wow, I dodged a big bullet because that relationship would suck right now. So there's some emotional baggage that needs to be addressed right now. I feel like you already know what you want to do, and you're going to do it, whatever this reading says, because of that Two of Swords. Your heart and mind is not in alignment, so there's one going one way, one going the other. But you're really downplaying that High Priestess energy, which is your intuition, and you really need to start getting in tune with what your intuition is and follow what your intuition is telling you. Is it going to be your heart, or is it going to be your mind? But it just feels like you have this really good vibes that are coming into light in order to move on. With that Four of Cups being clarifying of that Six of Swords and the Four of Cups in reverse, it means that you've let go of a lot of you kind of sitting there pouting or dwelling and thinking about things. But the problem is that if you do jump to getting into a relationship, starting something new, you haven't moved on from those issues. So those issues are going to just arise and create chaos in your next relationship. So it's really time to focus in on that. All right, so let's start with all of the oracle cards and see what they have to say. Should this person try for a relationship right now, or is holding off for a moment a good thing? Okay, so there was one that flipped and then one's got out, so. Ooh. Oh, wow. We have number 30, rabbit. And then we have number 4, deer. Deer is a part of my totem pole in this deck, which is really cool. So deer, so deer means gentleness. So it means that there's power in being gentle, and that can be gentle with yourself, gentle with others. You don't have to have brute strength. And it's a beautiful, calming energy. So it's not how I'm kind of getting this, where it's be gentle on yourself and do take a moment to get this energy and get this blockage worked out. And be gentle with yourself. Like, sometimes it is over the silliest thing or what you think it is, but it's a huge issue. It's a huge root of the problem. So being gentle with yourself and saying that you don't have to be aggressive. And that can be also like putting yourself out there a little bit. If someone is interested, it doesn't mean that you turn them down. But, it's just go into a gentle approach. Don't be super aggressive and go at it. Now, the rabbit is fear. So there's fear here that I'm getting, it's going to be fear for what this past issue was. So this blockage, this Three of Pentacles, third party thing, you're fearful that this is going to happen again. And I can tell you right now that it will if this energy is not taken care of. Now, it doesn't mean, when I say taken care of, it doesn't mean that it's going to happen overnight, but working and progressing. And also finding a counselor, a trusted friend, a therapist to discuss and explore this issue that you have is going to help you develop a healthy path of moving forward and really learning how to embrace that energy and not have it be a burden. Okay. And that was the medicine cards. This deck is the Earth Magic. So that one flipped, and then it didn't flip. Wow. Okay. So this one had a big chunk of cards, but yeah, it had too many. So let's just do one more shuffle to see. Okay, so this is very interesting. So you got wolf, and that's instinct. So right now, it's really time to unblock that instinct because you do know what you're wanting. You know if you're ready for a relationship and you're not. I'm just as the cards are. You are so close and you're in the right headspace to move forward. And I think that's where this kind of energy is at, this kind of stagnant staying. I don't know which way to go because you are in a really good headspace. It's just that this energy that is from your past, from past things, is a pattern that keeps happening. Or if it only happened once, it's going to happen again if you get into another relationship. So it's keeping that beautiful headspace, being gentle with yourself, but releasing that fear and really getting into the root of that problem. But also trusting your instinct. If your instinct is telling you that, yeah, why don't you get on a dating site? Why not? Or whatever. Like go out and find someone or get into that. Then if that's really what your instinct is telling you to, then do it. But really hone in on that feeling. And if you get a doubt that comes into your mind, that means that that's your instinct coming in, being like, maybe it isn't time. Okay, this deck is the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Oh, wow. This is Waxing Gibbous 3 and its boundaries. So this is a part of and it's number 12 too. That's 3. So this is a part of this energy of trying to work on with that Hermit in reverse. Really working on your boundaries and seeing what's okay and what isn't okay with you. And trusting your instinct with that. Boundary building is a really, really hard thing to do. If you're used to just having people walk all over you, it is also really hard to kind of gauge. And that's kind of like with this gentleness, the deer, where it's sometimes really hard to how to address someone that is encroaching on your boundaries, How aggressive is it? Being gentle with yourself and others, where if they're pressing it, and you can tell by trusting your intuition and your instinct, you can tell if someone is being genuinely oblivious to boundary pushing. That's like, just for example, just on the top of my head, like if someone is a hugger and then they come over and want to give you a big old hug, and you're not a hugger. And that's something where you would be gentle to being like, can we just do a handshake or like a fist bump instead? I'm just not a big hugger. And that would be okay. You know, that would be a way of being that. But sometimes, which I totally understand, I am very aggressive in certain aspects, and it can be difficult to gauge the aggressiveness to being like, back off, you know, and it's just someone that's coming and like wanting to give you a hug, and that's it. So, and that's totally different with someone that might be wanting you to do something that is morally immoral, or that isn't right. You know, that you were allowed to be more aggressive with that. So it is just really hard with those boundaries, especially when you're not sure. Okay, so nothing is really screaming out. There we go. Ooh, Freya, bold. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring. So I feel like this is that energy of wanting to go into a relationship where it's being bold. So there's a lot of just like, do this, but make sure that you have this in place with being bold. Let's see. And Freya is like, how I kind of see her too, is this beautiful like goddess that is just badass and is a warrior goddess. And you have to protect yourself first, and then you can protect other people. And that's kind of how I'm feeling with that energy too. Wow. Pyromorphite, which is patience. And then you have Herkimer Diamond, and that's dreams. So really pay attention to your dreams right now. And I also am getting like dream partner. So while you're doing this unblockage work, you can manifest the person that you're wanting. So even writing down what your dream partner would be is a good step in that direction of starting to manifest them into your life. And then with patience, that's also telling me where it's don't go aggressively, don't go like whatever you're going to choose. And that's where I'm feeling like the holding off for a moment is going to be more of your answer. But I feel like you're in this really great headspace for a relationship, but it's just having patience with yourself and really getting into the thick of it, into what is that blockage with that hermit. Okay. I'm sorry, so Freya was the goddess guidance, and then those ones were the crystal reading cards. And then these are the Black Moon astrology cards. Wow. With that patience and talking about that with the hermit, I got a little lightheaded. I don't know what that means. Okay. We have number 25, first house, the body. So this is a really good time to focus on your body and your health and things like that. So if you're going to take that moment, it's just time to really focus and hone in on yourself and your body. And with Freya too, that's another thing with body as well, where she was a huge, like a big warrior Amazon beauty who was also naked when she was fighting. So it just kind of gets that like energy of like maybe you're feeling a little self-conscious about something, maybe physical, which you just have to love yourself how you are, but focusing on your body in the sense of health rather than like aesthetic is the way to be. Okay, so then we have the Skull of Darkness, blind spots, and that's totally this energy that's happening that needs to be worked on. So there's something that you're either pushing aside to like ignore it and not seeing it, and it's time to just examine that dark corner where things are before you get into this big relationship. And then Owl, wise seeing, wise action. So it's watching and waiting for the right moment, and then that's when action gets. That's really cool how that is. Okay, and this is the Past Life Oracle. And you have knighthood. So it's interesting because I have how the cards are. I have the knighthood, and then right above it, the Two of Swords. So with knights, it's all about training. It's all about being a page and apprenticeship and stuff like that. And then you become a knight and you have all of these different skills. So with these skills, you can move on and move forward into a more like a very fulfilling and long-lasting relationship. So it's really time to work on that energy. Okay, we're going to do the Viking Oracle. And two of them already fell out. Okay. Just getting the book. So we have number 17, which is Taiwaz. And then number 19, Iwaz. Okay. So this one is have faith. Your hard work and sacrifice will pay off. Self-sacrifice is necessary to achieve your goals. You will have success in legal matters. Create something new and it will grow into something powerful. Focus your will strongly with clarity. Very cool. And so that's what it's saying, where with this hard work, you're going to be successful with it. And I totally see it. And I see it being a really, really good relationship just because of where your headspace is. You've grown so much from the last relationship. It's just really focusing on those blockages and it's going to be awesome. And then Iwaz, take speedy action. Open yourself to the power of flow. It benefits us to work with the rhythms of the natural world. Equine assisted therapy may be of comfort to you. Eat seasonally available foods and notice particular energies of each season. We are not our past. That's huge because we aren't. And we can grow from our past. We can learn from our past. and overcome what has happened in the past. It doesn't mean the past is gone or has never happened, but it's being able to move and grow. I also feel like with the open yourself to the power of flow, it's let this naturally come. So it's not in that I'm going to seek out a relationship. Let it naturally come into the point of like, oh, okay, this is cool. All right. I'm going to get my book for the next deck, which is Kuan Oracle. Okay, that one just totally flew out. The Dynasty of the Divine Mother. And that is number 8. The only wish of the Divine Mother Goddess is that all beings be spiritually free. The Divine Goddess calls us to realize our true nature, to fall in love with our own divinity. Enlightenment is accumulation of many small steps, each one as a drop of water forming a divine ocean of peace, realization, love, and unity within us. An ocean that washes away fear, there's rabbit, separation and scarcity, and bathes us in abundance and bliss. You carry the torch of enlightenment within you, beloved. Let it shine each day. And that's this message. That is what it is, where it's you have the ability to have this enlightenment and to have this energy, this hermit. The hermit is all about enlightenment. That's his whole purpose. And so with it being in the reverse, it's trying to find that blockage of what can get you to that. You have the power to do this. You have the power to overcome it. And it's going to come to you. And you just have to shine every day and let that shine. And it feels like you already are in this like peaking moment, especially with this energy that's happening. Okay, then our last... Let's see. We have the Isis Oracle deck. So I might have one more deck actually. Okay, cool. So this one is the Wings of Isis. And that is you have a special spiritual relationship with the angelic worlds. Part of your soul purpose is to birth angelic consciousness and values such as fearlessness, compassion, and service to this human culture. This oracle also brings you angelic assistance, intervention, and confirmation too. So if you are asking if someone on the other side, an angel, spirit guide is with you, yes. And they are there to guide you and they want you to get into this path and find that blockage in order to move forward. So it's very beautiful energy. All right, last but not least, we're going to do the romance angels. And I kind of want to see, once you're done, if you do this hard work, all of this energy that's here, and you really take in the hard work and you really start to focus on yourself, your boundaries, everything, have patience, be gentle with yourself, what kind of relationship is on the other side of that? What kind of relationship is on the other side of that? Okay, that was too many. So 2 cards came out. I just want to do one more, a couple more shuffles. Cool. Okay. So the first card that came out is Release Your Ex. So I feel like that is something where this 3 of Pentacles energy is. So it's time to release that past. And then it's Stay optimistic of your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And then you have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So this is really beautiful messages for that. Stay optimistic, really work on yourself, release that past. All right, guys, that's it. That's all I have for you today. Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below. Tell me if any of this resonates with you. I really appreciate all of your love and support and you guys watching this, so I really do appreciate it. Also, Black Lives Matter, and I will hang out with you soon. Bye.